The courtroom cameras were already rolling when a case began that would quickly draw attention beyond those walls. At the plaintiff's table sat a well-known social media influencer, composed, polished, and clearly confident in her position. Her claim sounded simple. Her jewelry had been stolen, and she believed she knew exactly who was responsible. Across from her sat Daniel Ruiz, a hotel housekeeping employee. He looked tense, hands clasped tightly in front of him, shoulders slightly hunched. This wasn't a place he was used to being, and certainly not under these circumstances. He was being accused of stealing nearly $80,000 worth of jewelry. Judge Judy glanced over the file, then looked up. "Miss Grant, you're suing the defendant for $80,000, claiming your jewelry was stolen from your hotel room." Olivia Grant nodded, sitting upright. "Yes, Your Honor. Walk me through the timeline." Olivia took a controlled breath. "I checked into the hotel 2 days before the incident. On the second day, I had a photo shoot scheduled in the evening. Around 5:30 p.m. I left my room. My jewelry was in a case on the table. When I came back later that night, it was gone." Her tone was steady, measured. Judge Judy turned to Daniel. "Mr. Ruiz, you were assigned to her room?" "Yes, Your Honor." "When did you enter?" "Around 6 p.m. I cleaned the room. Trash, towels. I was there about 10 minutes. You took anything?" "No, Mom." Judge Judy watched him for a moment, then shifted her attention back to Olivia. "Was anyone else in your room that day?" "No." "No visitors?" "No, Your Honor." "Did you report the theft to the police?" There was a slight pause. "I planned to, but I expected the hotel to handle it first." Judge Judy nodded faintly, as if noting the answer rather than accepting it. "And the hotel investigation? They didn't find anything." Daniel shifted slightly in his seat, his jaw tightening, but he stayed quiet. For a moment, it appeared to be a standard dispute, one person's accusation against another's denial. Then Judge Judy changed direction. "Miss Grant, you're a content creator." Olivia straightened a bit more. "Yes." "You film regularly?" "Yes, Your Honor." Judge Judy nodded once. "Good, that helps establish the timeline." Olivia's expression flickered briefly. Judge Judy turned toward the screen. "Let's look at something you recorded that day." The monitor lit up, a video began playing. It was Olivia inside her hotel room. Bright lighting, camera positioned carefully. She stood near the mirror, holding pieces of jewelry, trying them on one by one. "This one is my favorite," she said, lifting a diamond necklace. The timestamp appeared clearly in the corner, 5:42 p.m. Judge Judy spoke without raising her voice. "You said you left your room at 5:30. Olivia's posture stiffened slightly. "I may have been off by a few minutes." Judge Judy didn't respond immediately. The video continued. Olivia turned slightly, adjusting the necklace. "I'm just going to leave these here. I don't want to risk losing them at the shoot." She placed the jewelry back into the case and set it on the table. The clip ended. There was a brief silence. Judge Judy looked back at Olivia. "This recording places the jewelry in your room at 5:42 p.m. after your stated departure time." Olivia shifted in her seat, crossing one arm lightly. "I could have filmed that earlier and posted it later." Judge Judy shook her head calmly. "This is the recording timestamp, not the upload time." A quiet murmur moved through the room before settling again. Judge Judy continued. "Based on your own statement, you left at 5:30. The defendant entered around 6, so the jewelry was still in your room at 5:42, less than 20 minutes before housekeeping arrived." Olivia didn't respond. Her gaze dropped briefly to the table. Judge Judy let that sit for a moment, then moved forward. "There's more," she signaled again. Another clip appeared. This one was outdoors. Evening light. A photo shoot set up. Olivia stood in frame, adjusting her outfit, turning slightly for the camera. And she was wearing the same jewelry, the necklace, the rings, the bracelets. The timestamp appeared again. Later that same evening. Daniel's head lifted slightly, eyes fixed on the screen. His expression shifted from tension to disbelief, then quiet relief. Judge Judy looked at Olivia. "You stated the jewelry was missing when you returned." No response. "You stated you did not have it with you." Olivia's lips pressed together. Judge Judy's tone remained even. "Yet this footage shows you wearing those exact items hours later." Olivia exhaled quietly, her shoulders lowering. I must have forgotten I had them." Judge Judy watched her for a moment. "You forgot you were wearing multiple high-value pieces. During a photo shoot, you were filming." Olivia didn't look up. The confidence she entered with was gone. Judge Judy leaned slightly forward. "And based on that assumption, you accused an employee of theft." Daniel remained still, but his grip on his hands loosened. Judge Judy continued, her voice steady but firm. "That accusation carries consequences. It affects someone's job, their reputation, their future." Olivia swallowed but didn't respond. Judge Judy straightened. "This isn't a complicated case." A brief pause. "The timeline is clear. The evidence is clear." She turned slightly, judgment for the defendant. Daniel let out a quiet breath, his shoulders finally easing. Judge Judy added, her tone precise. "Miss Grant, this court does not operate on assumptions. It operates on evidence. And in this case, the evidence came from your own recordings. Olivia remained silent, eyes lowered. Judge Judy gave a final look across the courtroom. Careless accusations, especially public ones, don't just disappear when they're proven wrong. They leave consequences behind, a brief pause, and digital evidence doesn't rely on memory. It records what actually happened. The gavel came down, case closed, and just like that, the narrative that had been carefully presented unraveled. Not through argument, but through documented reality. In the end, the image she created told one story, but the evidence she recorded told another. And, in that courtroom, it was the evidence that decided the truth.